Alrighty, looks like a simple kingdom today. So, the only draw is Courtyard, which net draws one card, because you have to put one back. And there's Festival, which is a village, but a non-drawing village. So you can't really build an engine here, because if you just chain together Courtyard, Festival, your hand size is actually never getting above 5. So that doesn't work. Still a thing it looks like you might want to do, because if you can't otherwise draw, you're looking for payload that doesn't cost draw. And so chaining Courtyards and Festivals, while it wouldn't increase your hand size, it is generating you 2 money on a buy every time, which is nice. Likewise, Merchant looks pretty good here for the same reason, which is you can play with a bunch of merchants and just a single silver and make a bunch of money with minimal draw. Militia will be strong because your opponent's stuck with a 3-card hand and can't ever increase from there. So I think that's roughly the goal, is chain Courtyards and Festivals, maybe merchants and silvers, some combination of those things. Ideally play a militia. For thinning, there's Upgrade and Chapel, which are both very strong. There's also Remodel. Baron looks pretty bad here, because Baron plus Estate is 2 stop cards in the deck, which is a big investment. The opening, for sure Chapel. And I think the turn 2 buy should be Militia. A little bit of a risk because they can collide with each other. But the upside is worth it, because if your Militia hits your opponent's Chapel turn, that's kind of devastating. You know, like trash 2. I think the more conservative buy you could also consider be Secret Passage, which makes it more likely that you get a good Chapel trash and kill a bunch of your states early, but isn't adding as much to your deck. This is a harbinger of ill fortune. You never want to see a hand with no terminals in it if you just open with 2 terminals, because either they collided in your next hand or one of them bottom decked, neither of which is a good outcome. Well, option 3 is they both bottom decked, which means they also both collided, which is the worst of all possible worlds. I'm gonna go ahead and take a silver. Yep. Oh, I didn't even notice, but the bot had the 5-2, which at least means I'm not getting militiaed here. I'll take an upgrade. This is a little bit sad. One day I will attack the bot, but today is not that day. Here I'm just going to trash 2 so I can buy a merchant. My deck is pretty thin. And I think I'm solidly behind. Goodness, the bot already has 2 festivals, 5 merchants. Yeah, I am definitely behind. Ooh, what to discard here? Definitely want to play the militia. Bottom 2 cards. I have a copper left. A copper and a chapel, so I probably want to play the upgrade. In which case, can't play both the merchant and the silver. Can I add Courtyards now? Yeah, bot taking a bunch of Courtyards makes sense because it has a bunch of festivals. Take another festival myself. A little bit of a dead hand there for the bot. But I appreciate not being hit with the militia attack. Already got my deck working. I got a bunch of different piles now. Take the last merchant. That's too much to pile, but I'll need to score next turn. The bot upgraded its only militia. Intriguing. I don't think I have enough plus buy to punish the bot here. Yeah, it looks like I'm one buy short of winning. If I had one more buy, I could upgrade militia into a duchy, play festival buy 5 courtyards. But I cannot. Which means it's time to score so that the bot can't do the same. Because the bot has 7 festivals, which is a little bit scary. Yeah, if the bot were to manage to draw its deck, which it can't, I don't think it has enough courtyards to support that. But if it could buy out all the estates. Maybe just duchy courtyard. Now I am in piling range. Not that that's a reliable threat given how flimsy these decks are. And this should be a win, should it not? Do the thing I was one by from doing last turn. Alrighty, that's the kingdom. Yeah, I don't know, Hardbot's deck mostly looks correct. It's got a bunch of festivals, it's got a silver, it's got a bunch of courtyards and festivals. I said festival twice now. It had a militia for most of the game. Never managed to trash the last copper. But why did it lose the lead? It was definitely in the lead earlier. Obviously, trashing the militia was bad. I mean, that could have been a desperation move based on whatever its hand happened to be. Like, it was about to dud. It needed to play the upgrade to hopefully save the turn, and the militia was the least bad thing to trash. It might have made sense, but obviously it wasn't great to lose the militia. And I think maybe the festival to courtyard ratio is a bit out of whack. Too many festivals, too few courtyards, perhaps, is causing it some problems and causing the dud. That might be my guess. But it was definitely in the vicinity of the correct deck for sure.